What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite singer-songwriter, Intrigue Dynamite, aka Paris Darnell. Here we have a good topic for you today. Why don't you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and be sure to share this. Now, this is an interesting topic, but it's something that I think we really need to get into. Why do you even need a man? I don't need a man. Okay, cool. You don't need a man. But this is a very good topic that we have to get into. Now, we're going to start off with a little bit of a little takeoff of our good buddy, Corey Holcomb, who made some assertions that were, they were quite interesting. Let's listen to our good brother, Corey Holcomb.
Obviously,
the game is cold out here. Any woman out here without her man is vulnerable. You are food to the game. And ain't nobody telling you this. They get you thinking you can make it on your own. And it's just don't nobody say this to them.
And there's a systemic design to break up black and brown families.
Very true.
Which makes you be left out there as a renegade.
Whatever. You guys will always feel that way.
You don't see any truth in that at all, D.
Some.
Now, so what really is the role of a man in relation to a woman? Does anybody know? Is there one clear answer, or is it arbitrary, based off of what any given woman is seeking at any given moment in time? Sort of like a screwdriver in the hands of a craftsman. Today you need it, tomorrow you don't. Nope. Tomorrow you're doing your taxes, so you don't need the screwdriver. Which brings up a question in comparison. Have men been relegated to a mere tool in the eyes of the so-called modern woman? Something to be needed and unneeded based off of the tasks on a to-do list. A mere screwdriver. See, now this is interesting. So then, if this is the case, in any case, then what is it that drives this idea? What is the pathology behind some of these assertions stemming from amongst some of our modern counterparts? Now, let me rephrase it. What is the pathology behind some of these assertions stemming from amongst some of our modern counterparts? You see, I felt the need to place a necessary emphasis on the word some because somebody out there is going to hit us with the, well, no, not all. Okay, we get it. Gold star for you. Hooray. Anyway, I digress. So, perhaps an examination of content found in this short video segment may assist in getting down to the bottom of this. This is a clip from J.R. Wisdom. No, he was not one of the wise men that brought Jesus the gifts, but he has some good content. Anyway, the link to the entire video will be in the description, so go on and check his page out and subscribe. So let's get into it.
And I hate to say this because it makes me sound arrogant, but I don't need a man. I make a 6-figure income and I'm very well off. And my children are very well off, and I teach them how to be entrepreneurs. So I don't need none of y'all. So for y'all to come and run y'all's mouth and bump your gums the way y'all do, it's insulting to me.
See, now it's interesting. See, every community of people have their men. Yet in a specific community, the mantra,
I don't need a man.
I don't need a man, is much more prevalent. I think we know what community this is without saying it. I think we'll call it urban. Shout out to Conan O'Brien. How do you like your coffee? No cream, no sugar, just urban.
After the election, Ryan said President Obama was reelected because of the high turnout of urban voters. Then when he was asked just how he liked his coffee, Ryan said, no milk, no sugar, just urban.
So let's be clear. The idea of not needing a man, not everyone shares this sentiment in Urbanville. However, the consensus of women that push back against this narrative appears to be so small that it would seem much more ubiquitous than it may be. I mean, what is it about a man that makes him optional? And furthermore, replaceable with money? What is it about money that easily assumes the duties that men have undertaken? Now, according to German philosopher author Schopenhauer, money is human happiness in the abstract. And so the man who is no longer capable of enjoying such happiness in the concrete sets his whole heart on money. Therefore, using Schopenhauer's example, the concrete in the context of this subject matter would be the things that she can see, the things that she can hold on to, or like relationships, or the job you currently have, the being faithful with little, if you will. Whereas the abstract, which as Schopenhauer goes on to assert, money is human happiness in the abstract. Now, but this abstract would be the driver at the root of hypergamy, the seeking fulfillment through material gain. And therefore, when one has procured a method or means to appease their appetite in the abstract, meaning I make my own money to buy the stuff I want and do the things I like, so therefore I have no use for a man. This is quite interesting. Now, but is not money merely the representation of an admission ticket which gives access to the resources and services of others, including those provided by men? Yeah. So it would appear that even though you pay for it, if nothing else, the services of men are certainly in need, especially in matters where many women and men summon the protection of a man or men. Although there are some who express in disappointment that men don't protect them at all, which is interesting. See, in times of bliss and financial abundance, where money pays for services and the semination ritual is over and the kids are fine, it's who needs a man? But when chaos is on the doorstep and the utopian sense of security is threatened and Jesus is busy at the moment, it's suddenly, where are all the men we said we don't need? In chaos. See, chaos has a way of reminding people just how important men are. Just how important we together are. And just how independent we really are not. For in times of chaos, women defer naturally to the man that is hardwired to lay his life on the line and place himself in harm's way. Now, under this, a man typically has a woman's undivided cooperation. She is locked in step to preserve her life and the safety of her children. See, but these men are becoming a rarity in direct proportion to the advent and prevalence of the
I don't need a man.
I don't need a man sentiment. And perhaps they're being raised that way. Those men who would stand in the way for all women now only stand in the way for some women. Specifically, the few women under their own protective banner, such as a spouse or immediate family member. And those who have no woman under their protective banner are fending for themselves, standing on the sidelines yelling, "World Star!" as chaos encroaches upon one's perceived sense of security and independence. And to dig into the Bible, as Ecclesiastes 1:9 warned us in the New International Version, what has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. Therefore, chaos, which is coming, as it always does, at any given moment. But, like a screwdriver, or any other tool for that matter, pertaining to a man, you'll never know just how much you really needed one until you do. It's your favorite singer-songwriter, Intrigue Dynamite. I'm out.